In the Digitone, we're going to create a Mike Myers scary Halloween theme. Doesn't take very long at all on the Digitone. Well, please can you like this video? Please can you subscribe? And let's just get on with it. We're just going to reset this back to the initial sound. I'll try and cut this bit out, but people ask me just to make sure that I've already not created the sound. But this sound, the first thing you're going to do is just go into sounds and then setup. And actually, you're going to drop it down 2 octaves. And that might seem quite bizarre because this is high pitched, because it's like a Mike Myers theme tune. But just go into sounds, drop it into setup, and then just drop it 2 octaves. So you don't do what you think would be obvious to increase the octaves. You don't do that at all. So don't worry about that. We're going to use the arpeggiator in this as well, and we're going to use the LFO in this as well. But it's all taken stage by stage, step by step. And the first thing we're going to go into is the synth. No, sorry. The first we're going to go to is actually going to trig. Now we're going to move it to actually 16 steps. So instead of typing 16 steps in there, we're going to have 16 there, and that's going to be playing away. You can't hear because it's actually quite quiet at the moment. Then we're going to go into the arpeggiator. I'm actually going to drop these into the video so you can just see all the different steps I'm using in this, so you don't have to write them down. I'll just drop it in. You can see that. I'm sure the first one's -7 and then -0. That's right. Is it -4 next? -3 actually, yeah. And then we're going to go into -4, and you can just hear the arpeggiator in the background playing. You can just hear the sound played. -7 again. And then what you do after that, what you have to do is then just cut the arpeggiator short, so you don't have it just trailing off at the end. And what you do with that, I think it's actually, yeah, just use number F to bring it in there. So the arpeggiator's there now, although it's a very quiet sound. When we're going to the LFO, it's definitely not quiet, and it takes a bit of controlling because it gets a bit excited with itself. So we've actually got that there now. What we're going to do is just go into LFO, and we're going to go for pitch all. I like that because it controls the pitch, and that's where you can actually get the LFO bouncing about. So just going to pitch all, and then you can start to hear the sound develop. There you go. You can hear it gets very excited in the depth, but it's perfectly normal. I normally go just opposite the cross, or just opposite the plus, or just 107.07, sounds like a radio station. And then in the mode, this is very important, you need to go to just a 1. And you can actually hear the start of that sound now. It's not quite a Mike Myers sound, that bit, but we'll get there. And then just drop the speed down. And you can hear it just coming back in there. Now with the sine wave, what you want is with the sine waves is exponential. That actually just drops the sound off. So it starts high and then it actually drops the sound off. There you go, that's exponential, so it actually drops it off. So you're absolutely fine there. Fade, now fade, what we're going to do here is we're going to go into fade and just adjust it slightly. In fact, you don't need to adjust it, but I do. And then the BPM goes up to 2K. And you can actually hear the sound there. Now if you dropped a drum on that, you'd actually have the start of the Mike Myers sound, but don't forget you can go into the synth and you can adjust it, you can change it. So I go into synth number 1 and number C, drop it down to 75. And then you've really got that creepy little sound there. And if you drop a beat onto that now, you've actually got the sound you need. But what I'm going to do is just leave this a bit open for you, because on this part here, you can actually change it and tweak it to taste, because you might not want to do a Mike Myers theme, you might want to do something else. You might just want a Halloween theme, or just something scary theme. Maybe you want it for some video you've taken. Whack the drive up there. And, reverb of course, what would like with that reverb. Chorus up there, and you've got that sound there. Now please can I ask you just to like the video. If you like the video, it helps me make more and more videos. Subscribe if you'd like to. I'm normally doing a video every single day. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just showing you how to change the X and Y, how you can manipulate sound into your own sound so it becomes your own patch. You can change the harmonics as well if you wish. And you can add hi-hats, you can add all sorts to this. But it's just to show you how easy it is. Now go into the level, and you really do get that sort of like what I call the nervous, Halloween sound. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll do a few more tweaks, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.